Well, hello there, Pro Sim Racing fans, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are back once again with the O.T.H Racing Group Consortium. The Over the Hill Racing Gang have started a new mini-series, a mini BTCC, you may say, using the Copen Daihatsu, or the Daihatsu Copen, if you rather put it that way. But we're in Tokyo, so we say things the other way around now. Yes, round two, ladies and gentlemen, to the streets of Tokyo. And I believe they're thinking of the Copen Cup Challenge, especially with the boost being on strong, is they've picked very confined racetracks to help with the boost so people don't go flying miles off the track and stuff like that. So, you know, let's see if those barriers do come in handy. They qualified for 10 minutes, and they've got 3 15-minute races coming up. Race 1 is set to the qualifying grid, with race 2 the reverse of race 1, and race 3 the reverse of race 2. And the only tyres they can use are sport softs or wets. Shall we have a look? Oh, no, and I've got a table. Yeah, because we've done a round, haven't we? Now, it's interesting. They take their finishing positions, add them together, and the lowest number is what gets full points, ladies and gents. So the table so far is we've got in first place Norfolk and Talent on 20 points, Gaz in joint second on 18, Zoe in joint second on 18, and Medium GT in joint second on 18, and Nifty in joint second on 18 points. In 6th place, we've got Top Taffy on 11 points, and then 7th, Oban on 10 points. Matteo is 8th with 9 points. Mikey is 9th with 8 points. Orgasmic Cry is 10th on 7 points. Captain Slow is 11th on 6 points. G-Man for Real is 12th. With 5 points. Fiberman 13th on 4 points. Pacemaker Boy 14th on 3 points. Stretchy is 15th on 2 points. And the Hornblower is 16th on 1 point. So that is the table after one round. 3 apps, and if you've caught round 1, you know this is a cray-cray. The position changes is fast and furious. I can't keep up with it. I just sit here giggling as they swap positions. So be prepared. Shall we have a look at the grid? I mean, it really makes no difference. They'll all change positions before they get to the first corner. So here we go then. On pole position, we have Matteo in a very nice Deadpool livery. In second place, we have Oban in the Duplo Leg O. And I noticed, I was having a little snoot around, and look, he's gone all out. The whole shebang. I probably should have saved that for a win, shouldn't I, when we see him on the podium. Although we're not live, so you don't see it on the replays. But yeah, look, he's gone all in with the Duplo. I like it. I'm with it. I'm on board. In third place, we have, is it Super GT? No, Medium GT. Very similar, just not as fast. In fourth place, we have the Gaz, and I'm guessing he's on the pad tonight. In fifth place, we have Zoe in the Hello Kitty car. That's more representative. Last week we saw her starting from virtually the back of the grid, and I was rather surprised. But yes, 5th place seems about right. Then in, where are we? 6th place, it's Orgasmic Cry, the name we all like to shout out loud all the time. Then in 7th, it's Top Taffy. Told you he liked dragons. He's turned up with the whole Game of Thrones situation going on here, and I like it. He even has the Dragon Queen sitting alongside him. My good golly gosh. So yeah, Top Taffy has taken to a Game of Thrones livery, and I am here for it. In 9th place, it's the Hornblower. not so busy shining his car this qualifying. He's actually smashed a time in, and he's sat in 8th place at the moment, looking down at all the cars he's just about to overtake. In 9th place, it's Furball. I don't think he was here for round 1, so welcome to Furball. And it's looking good in his Puma design. Then in 10th, it's Mikey. I think he was in the plain yellow car last week, so he's gone all out, ladies and gents. He's given himself some stripes to make him faster, and it works. You watch. In 11th place, we have a Pacemaker Boy, and it's looking good. It's looking mighty fine there. That's a darned car. Then in 12th, we have, well, the English would say Jollett, but I'm sure he's probably foreign. It's probably Jolet. Jolet, and it makes women's knickers fall down just by saying it properly. Have you met my friend Jolet? Why are your underwear on the floor? So, yes, Jolet in a absolutely cracking Haas livery there in 12th place. In 13th, we have Fiberman, and he's going to get an instant hit with that boost, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to propel him upwards, a good soldier. And then in 14th, it's the Stretchy. And I don't expect to see him down here. It must have been an absolute chronic qualifying for him. He must have been trying to do it backwards. So Stretchy starting from the rear, derrière. 3 races, ladies and gentlemen, 15 minutes around Tokyo. Are you ready? It doesn't matter. We're going anyway. So we're keeping an eye on Matteo in the red, white and black car against the Lego Duplo, and it's a go, ladies and gentlemen. The lights are coming on. We are ready. Let's go. That was a long hold, ladies and gentlemen, and a fine start from Matteo, leaving Oban standing still. Medium GT is absolutely trounced him off the line, and Medium GT moves up into 2nd place as Oban holds on to that 3rd from the Gaz. The Gaz, though, very close. The top 4 seem to have broken away with Orgasmic Cry, and oh my word, Zoe has had a drippy drop. Also, it's been a drippy start for Zoe, but she's just nailed the Hornblower and is aiming for Orgasmic Cry. Oh no, Gaz, I think. No, Hornblower's behind Zoe. I thought she just got, or Gaz just got one. Oh, Gaz is going for a move on Oban, and Oban out of the tow, and Matteo there heading it up, but they all spread now as they come through the tunnel, and it's Matteo still leads from Medium GT. Medium GT getting off the line like absolute lightning, and Gaz is in the mix as they come along. Oh, it's a nice stretchy one. I thought they were coming to a hairpin, but no hairpins in this one. And it seems like the top 6 have made a break from the rest of the gang. And they are duking it out with Medium GT leading. Gaz in 2nd now. Matteo down to 3rd. Zoe up to 4th with Oban in 5th and Orgasmic. Oh, we've had walls. We've had walls, hittage and all sorts. Orgasmic Cry then moves up to 3rd place, and Hornblower gets ahead of Matteo and Zoe, who both found themselves in a wall, and maybe Oban as well. And this is what we're saying about the boost. Just propels you into the barriers. This will be fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be absolute carnage. It's who can control the Copen under boost. And again, you see a car sliding out and hitting the barrier. It's going to be a rough one. Is it Oban? Has he got the pale blue at the back? No. It's Top Taffy. Top Taffy coming back, ladies and gentlemen. He's in 8th place, and he's having a look at Pacemaker Boy, sorry, has made a giant leap, as has Mikey. Matteo down to 5th now as Hornblower makes his way up into 4th place, and the Hornblower is strong on the streets of Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen. Orgasmic Cry in 3rd place, but Gaz is leaving nothing unleft. He is giving Medium GT a run for his money, ladies and gentlemen. This is racing here at the O.T.H racing department. They've been scratching their head and they have cooked up an absolute blinder, with Gaz having a look at Medium holding him off, trying to make the Copen as big as wide as possible, as Gaz just nails those laps behind him, and Orgasmic Cry hoping they both give each other a little nudge and a knock, and leaves him to take the lead as they both go. Oh, there's a barrier nudge from Medium GT up ahead, but Gaz can't do anything about it because Medium GT's Copen is twice the size, and there you go, you can see they're just sliding into that barrier. Nothing they can do. Hornblower under threat from Matteo on his way back in this race now. He's reintroducing himself to the top 5. Hornblower down in 5th. Then we've got Mikey in 6th. Pacemaker boy. Why am I struggling? And down in 8th, remember he qualified rather well. Furball in 9th place, having a quiet race, but up to 9th, so all's good as Zoe keeps on drippy dropping. Top Taffy also has taken a lunge the wrong way and dropped back a few positions as Fiberman gives him what for. Jolet is going for it in the Haas against Fiberman. We're up a position now, ladies and gentlemen, and Jolet is on his way. And Fiberman down 13th with Stretchy not really taking part. Do you want to join in, Stretchy, when you fancy it? Medium GT leads then from the Gaz, and these two have broken away. It's going to be tough for these guys to catch up in the next 10 minutes, but Orgasmic Cry has been in 3rd for a while now, and Matteo is leaning hard on the pink Copen. He wants by. And then we've got Mikey up to 5th now, but Oban's following him through, and Oban looks like he's going to shoot through and leave you. And he has. Up to 5th with Zoe in 6th and Mikey in 7th. We've got the Hornblower slipping positions, ladies and gentlemen, down to 9th, 10th now. Another 2 positions slipped by the Horn. And Pacemaker in 11th. We've got 3 wide down here with Top Taffy in the mix. And ooh, Pacemaker boy, he was weaving a little there. Is he trying to get a bit of heat into his tyres? Ew, someone just absolutely clouted the barrier there. And oh, it's the Hornblower, is it? No, it was Fiberman, but Hornblower has had a drop as well. So the Hornblower down in 13th with Fiberman in 14th. Gaz has taken the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Medium GT and Matteo. Orgasmic Cry has slipped all the way down into 6th place, and Jolet is coming through. He is coming through. Let me introduce myself. Jolet. And Furball also in his debut on this channel. He's probably raced before with these guys, but we didn't see him last week or in any of the other covers we've done for these guys. Jolet is through up now into 7th place, and he's hammering it home, ladies and gentlemen. He is bringing it. His A game is on display. Orgasmic Cry in 6th place, and there's more changes as Furball and Jolet go for it side by side through the tunnel system, and it is absolutely dazzling to see these two go at it like they have. And Jolet at the end gets himself just a little nose ahead of the Furball, but it's let these guys later in the pack catch up with Pacemaker Boy in 9th, Top Taffy in 10th, Stretchy is up to 11th with Mikey has just moved up ahead of the Stretch Meister. My good golly gosh, it's pack racing, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be up early in the morning to catch these guys in their positions. I can't believe Hornblower's down in last place. Come on, Hornblower, get it on. Gaz then, he's pulled out a bit of a lead, but what does that mean here? That means he's just bound to hit a barrier pretty soon. Medium GT setting chase with Oban in 3rd, but Zoe, like a phoenix from the flames, has risen, ladies and gentlemen, and has come back. Oh, got a shake though, got a little squirrel coming out the corners there, and Orgasmic Cry will punish her for that. For show, my bro. So Zoe then trying to fend off the other pink Copen as Orgasmic Cry is bringing it, and Jolet is getting closer and closer and bringing Matteo with him. Where did Furball go? Oh, Matteo's nailed him. Absolutely down and around, sorry. Not even on the inside. He's got him on the outside. Matteo, he shows his pheromones. His alpha male comes across. It's very manly. He's got a manly smell about him. Jolet then down in 7th. Pacemaker Boy is in 8th with Top Taffy in 9th. Furball slipping down into 10th place with Fiberman in 11th. Stretchy in 12th. Clinging on to that from Mikey, who was up there, wasn't he? Mid-pack. And it looks like Mikey has befallen a problem. And what was this? Top Taffy looking for a move on Pacemaker Boy. It's 9th versus 8th. And Top Taffy, he needs the points. He did really well in round 1, but doesn't seem to have walked away from the event with many points. So Top Taffy, he needs to get some top 5 finishers in this event to be counted in the championship. And he's not getting the job done, ladies and gentlemen. He's not getting the job done now. He's getting swamped. He's getting swamped by the rest of the pack. Gaz still leads from Medium GT. Zoe up to 3rd now. The lady is on fire with Top Taffy trying to fend off the pack. And Furball then, he's having a little look. He's having a little peek. And this is a tricky corner. Oh, Pacemaker Boy has had an issue. A small grip issue there, and that's let Top Taffy through, and Furball is on the Insurgents, ladies and gentlemen, just above them, just ahead of them. You can see the Duplo Lego of Oban, and the Norwegian driver is showing all what he's made of. Absolutely cracking stuff. Up at the front then, ladies and gentlemen, we have Gaz ahead of a Medium GT, and Zoe looming extremely large in their mirrors. Zoe wanting to get a move done pretty soon, and I see the chat is having some chat. We can't do it in between these races. These races are too fast, too furious to be able to keep up with chat. I miss half a dozen overtakes even looking down at the chat. I will address you at the end of the race. I am so sorry. It seems rude, but honestly, you can't take your eyes off these guys. Matteo up to 4th place then, having a lunge on Orgasmic Cry. Orgasmic Cry just sitting back. He's waiting. He's taking his time. There's still 5 minutes of this race to go, and Medium GT never has been closer to Gaz yet this race, and he's hunting, ladies and gentlemen. Hunting for a win. 10 minutes gone in a 15-minute race. We only have 5 more minutes to declare a winner. That's 2.5 laps in mine and yours turns. Loads of moving around. Jolet and Pacemaker Boy fighting it out down in the mid-pack with Orgasmic Cry in 6th. Oban 5th now. We saw him down in 8th just now. Zoe involved, and that's a barrier nudge. It's a barrier nudge from Medium GT. And Matteo looked like he wanted to get through, but I think Medium GT slammed that door shut in Matteo's face, and Zoe is looking to try and get back up and into that 3rd spot, but at the moment Gaz is absolutely showing them the way with Medium GT just in 2nd with Matteo there in a strong 3rd. Zoe in 4th with Oban in 5th. Orgasmic Cry in 6th. Hasn't dropped out the top 6, ladies and gentlemen. Orgasmic Cry should be in for a good result today. Pacemaker Boy up to 7th. Unbelievable pace from the Pacemaker, and he's in 7th for the moment with Jolet in 8th, Mikey in 9th. We've got Hornblower climbing himself back up through the pack in 10th with Stretchy in 11th, Fiberman in 12th, and Top Taffy is gone wrong. He's down in 13th, and Furball is having to catch up from 14th. Gaz leads. Where's the line? I don't even know where the line is. I honestly don't. It's about a minute in, so we've still got 40 odd seconds to go. I think I've got a rough idea. So Gaz then has to fend off from Medium. Medium absolutely slamming it today. You've got to say his driving has been on point, with Oban now up to 3rd, getting ahead of Matteo, and Zoe unable to make an impression on the Copen ahead of her. An Orgasmic Cry trying to close in on these leaders. Pacemaker holding his own, ladies and gentlemen, in 7th place. And Stretchy, what a turnaround, up to 8th place now, ladies and gentlemen. Stretchy having a very quiet race at the back, starting from the back, kept his head down, up to 8th. Up to 8th now, absolutely cracking. But he's got a Mikey on his 6, and Mikey ain't playing. He's looking strong. Jolet up into 11th now with the hornblower. And no, it's Furball. Furball, wow, he was like 14th, but quite far off the deck just now. And Furball now up and into 10th place on a push. A rush and a push, ladies and gentlemen. Jolet just gets a move on the horn blower. These two side by side as they make their way around the streets of Tokyo. Top Taffy is a little bit adrift of those guys, and Fiberman closing in on the Taff. Gaz, though, is the man. He is leading by at least 3, 4, 5 car lengths from Medium GT. Medium GT just cannot close up the gap like he did earlier, and Gaz is showing him the way. Movement here though, Oban, Matteo, oh, I thought one of these, Orgasmic Cry, getting himself past Zoe there, but Zoe, forced to be reckoned with, is pushing on and right on the tail of the pink Copen. Gaz leads Medium GT in 2nd, Oban in 3rd, Matteo 4th, Orgasmic Cry, and Zoe battling it out for 5th place. That's what we're watching at the moment. Pacemaker Boy in 7th, and he'll be liking this. You can see him in the picture. He'll be liking that they're taking time out of each other by hunting. Mikey is trying to keep Jolet at bay, and Jolet is right in and going for it. Oh, I think there was a barrier bash there for the Mikey, and he's come out there limping a little, and Jolet is ready. Stretchy in 10th, and he's borrowed the barrier there and given Top Taffy the oompus to get by. Oompa, diggity day. And Stretchy then slipping down into 11th. Hornblower in 12th. There's movement up front, but it's not the lead. Furball in 13th with a Fiberman in 14th, closing in. Furball will have to watch themselves. Gaz then leads, but it's back on, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the last minute, and Medium GT has he's dug deep and found a little extra pace, and now he really is starting to worry Gaz. He's alongside, but there's no road left. And he's had a slice with the barrier, and that one has given it to Gaz, surely. The timer has run out. This is the final lap. And we've still got 40 seconds of racing, so Medium GT still may have an opportunity as Zoe goes up for a podium against Matteo. Matteo, nothing he could do about that. Zoe absolutely nailed it, but then Matteo's doing the turnaround. He's bringing it back, and he's got it back up there, and he's done the job. Matteo back up into 3rd with Zoe now worrying about her 4th place from Orgasmic Cry, who's right in the mix. They've saved it to the last seconds, ladies and gentlemen, and Gaz, though, looks like this one is just a breeze for him at the end here. Matteo, Medium GT's dropped down another place. Medium GT threw everything at it, and some of it hit the wall, and Gaz then gets an easy run to the line to take the win of race 1. Absolutely spliffing, super stuff. Matteo, surprise 2nd place at the end there against Medium GT. Oban in 4th, Orgasmic Cry in 5th, Zoe finished in 6th, Top Taffy 7th, Mikey in 8th, Pacemaker Boy in... Oh, hang on, I better pause this. Jolet in 10th, Fiberman in 11th, Stretchy in 12th, Furball in 13th. Oh no, the hornblower, after such great qualifying, ends up down in 14th. So the Gaz, what a show. Right, in the chat then. Sorry, guys, I wasn't ignoring you. You can't take your eyes off these guys. It's crazy. So Duff saying evening. Nifty saying evening thingy. In our defence, we thought the wars would keep everyone safe. How wrong we could be. Whoops. Man, no shame. I like the experimentation. It's beautiful. Nifty saying tonight we're going from the sublime to the ridiculous. From racing on a track narrower than the eye of a needle to Blue Moon Speedway, which is about 600 yards wide. So, yeah, Watch out for that next replay. It won't be a week. I've got to get on top of these replays. There's been a lot happening, ladies and gentlemen. There was Mother's Day. My dad had a birthday. Well, kind of had a birthday. We've not celebrated it yet because it was midweek. Oh, my word. Busy times in the thingamajig household. So, Gaz takes the win. Matteo in second. Well done, Matteo. It wasn't looking like the top three was even on, and Matteo came back like an absolute crazed driver. Got second place. Medium GT. I think he threw everything at you. You can see he's got the damage there. I think he just threw everything he had at the track on that final lap to try and grab Gaz. And, you know, he came up short. But you've got to A for effort, yeah? D for execution, maybe. I'm sorry, medium GT. It's just bants. Oban in fourth. What a drive Oban had in that race. He's been up and down. Orgasmic Cry never dropped out the top six. You've got to say, doff your cap to the man who drove the pink Copen. Zoe looked like a podium was on, and just at the end there, they came through. They came like an insurgents at the end there, and it was just too fast for Zoe. Top Taffy in seventh, got to say, comes away with the fastest lap. I mean, with the boost, I'm not sure how much you can count it, but Top Taffy propelled himself up into seventh place. He was languishing in that race, ladies and gentlemen. That is a good finish. Mikey in eighth. I think from where he qualified, he would take that 10th up to eighth. It's not bad. Pacemaker Boy, he jumped, didn't he? Ninth from 11th. So good race from Pacemaker Boy. Jolet, he started 12th and finished in 10th. So good innings from the German. Fiberman finishing in 11th. Unfortunately, he qualified 13th. That's a bonus. It's a bonus. Stretchy in 12th. Saw him quite high up the pack. He started 14th, so it's a good day at the office for him. Furball in 13th. Unfortunately, qualified 9th. It's the Copen way. You've got to you do or you die, my friend. You do or you die. And Hornblower coming in 14th, which is a shame because he had a great qualifying. Starting up there, wasn't he? Started up there in 8th place. So, yes. So this should now be the reverse. So Hornblower will be on your pole position, and Gaz should be last. Wowzers. We're going to do that again, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy, isn't it? It's quite fast. It's rather fast and quite manic. Where am I going? Collection, I believe. Race 2. Right, have a sip of my coffee while it's loading. Oh, yeah. Hope the liveries have loaded in. Don't look at the spoilers. Okay. I've got to pause this because I'm just not fast. Just to get that up. That's it. That's what I needed to cheat with. So here we go then. Hornblower, like we said, would be on pole. Furball in second. Stretchy is in third. Hang on, it'd be better doing this, I guess. Stretchy in third. Fiberman starting in fourth. Jolet in fifth. Then we have Pacemaker Boy in sixth, with Mikey in seventh. Top Taffy starting in eighth. Zoe in ninth. Orgasmic Cry starts 10th. Oban starting in 11th. Medium GT starting 12th. Matteo starting 13th. And the Gaz starting in 14th. The sun is high and it is dry. So it's time to race, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not delay. Oh no, let's not be in that camera angle. And the lights are out. Oh, it's such a... Oh, it seemed a slow start from all of them. Not at the back there. I can see someone nipping on through. A few of them getting a jump at the rear derriere. But the Hornblower, Furball and Fiberman, it just seemed a little slack off the line. But it worked out for them because they were all a little slow. Stretchy then under fire from Jolet. And then down here we've got a cluster of a word you're not allowed to say, but it so goes with cluster. And you can guess what it is. Stretchy then in 5th. Then we've got Oban, who started quite far back. Pacemaker Boy in 7th. Medium GT is there in 8th, with Top Taffy in 9th. And Mikey is in 10th, with Zoe in 11th. Orgasmic Cry 12th. Gaz in 13th. And Matteo still in 14th. And he's dropped away from the pack a little there. But Hornblower still leads, but he's got Fiberman. Jolay's come through. Jolay has come through against Fiberman. And now Hornblower could be in trouble. Oban up into 4th. He's really made the moves today. Pacemaker Boy in 5th, with Medium GT making his way up into 6th place. There's a wall hit there from someone I didn't quite catch. It looked like a green car, but I don't think there is any other green cars. I'm not sure who I saw hit the barrier. It wasn't the Hornblower. And Jolet, and now a Medium GT has got himself past Oban. Oban having a bit of a shuffle downwards as Pacemaker, Oban, no, sorry. Pacemaker, Pacemaker and Fiberman coming a cropper with each other in the barriers, and I think that's what we're talking about. The boost pushes them into the corners, and I think it looks aggressive, but I just don't think they have much control over the little Copens when they get into the corners. I think they just launch themselves, and look at that from Top Taffy. The seas opened for him, and then Gaz came through as well, just to ruin the mood. Because Top Taffy pulled an absolute blind. They were going through Mikey and Pacemaker Boy, and Gazman followed him and then launched past him at the end of the overtake to take the wind out of those sails. Right then, Oban, ladies and gentlemen, is leading. Oban in the lead with Medium GT in chase. Hornblower slipping back into 3rd place, and Jolet is under threat from Orgasmic Cry, who's now through and up and into 4th place. Orgasmic Cry on their way. Hornblower, they weren't out of the top 6 in race 1, and Orgasmic Cry really has found their comfort zone here at Tokyo in the slidey Copen. Oban leads from Medium GT, and Hornblower is still in the mix, but Orgasmic Cry is closing in ever closer on board with 4th place. Orgasmic as Hornblower has a little meeting with the barrier, and Orgasmic Cry slips one by, and so does Matteo further back in 4th. Now Hornblower slipping down and into 5th, and Jolet will be queuing up behind the Hornblower. We're on board with Orgasmic Cry as he chases down Medium GT, who looked to take the win in race 1. He was all over the back of the leader, but in the last lap just pushed too hard. And will he make the same mistake again, because he's found himself in exactly the same position? 2nd place following the leader. And there we go, Matteo pulling a beautiful move on Orgasmic Cry there as he slips one up and into 3rd place. Orgasmic Cry then slipping down and into 4th place, and Hornblower is still figuring large in his mirrors. Jolet and Zoe having a duke. They're having a good old-fashioned duke it out, and Jolet at the moment leads that little that little tussle. But Zoe, very capable driver, pro sim racer, one would say, fights their way by and claims position over the German. Top Taffy in 8th place turned a bad qualifying result around to a good finish for race results in race 1, and Top Taffy clinging on in the top half of the grid with Fiberman in 9th. Gaz is in 10th place with Pacemaker Boy in 11th. Is every position tussle edge going along here. Stretchy slipping back. It's not Stretchy's race, is it? It's not Stretchy's track. And Furball also joining Stretchy in the Liam Lawson suite. Oban leads the race though, but Medium slipped back into the pack, and Zoe has surged forwards. We knew that she would. So Zoe then looking for the overtake here on Medium GT. Medium GT slipping back from Oban, and Oban just trying to race this one by the numbers. Tick those boxes, hit those apexes, get your braking perfect, do everything right. And Oban then trying to run away from the crowd, but Medium GT, they look like they're closing back in. And Zoe, oh, I thought they were having a look. Oh, Zoe having a knock with the wall. Is that going to help Matteo through? Matteo is looking, but I just don't think they can. I think Zoe's got it back up to speed, and it couldn't have been that bad of a knock for Zoe, with Matteo then just trying to grab something off of Zoe. Orgasmic Cry in 5th, like I said, hasn't been out of the top 6 throughout Tokyo event, and are doing an absolutely stand-up job. Jolet in 6th place is his first showing on the Thingamajig Racing channel has been an absolute blinder. Orgasmic's moved ahead of Matteo. No, Matteo, they haven't decided yet. They're having an argument about who has the position, and at the moment Matteo is winning that argument. Jolet has now moved ahead of Orgasmic Cry. Orgasmic Cry's found themselves in a tricky situation there on the inside between a rock and a hard place, and Gaz is trying to get the moves done, and Gaz introducing himself to the top 6. Hello, I won last time, watch out. Jolet though in 5th place behind Matteo, but Jolet has a big bang with the barrier, as a couple of others do behind, and that puts Matteo up and into 3rd place. Zoe in 4th, Gaz. Jolet has had a huge drop from that knock, and but there's plenty of time to go. We're only halfway through this race, and Oban at the moment leads, ladies and gentlemen. He is owning it. Medium GT just trying to stay up with him. It's deja vu for Medium GT. This is exactly what he had to contend with Gaz in the first race, and now he's got it all over again with the Lego car. Matteo in 3rd, and remember, Matteo jumped up into 2nd. He's there looming, he's waiting, he's stalking, he's getting the move done now. Matteo up alongside Medium GT. Matteo wants the win. Remember, Matteo, fastest man around here in the qualifying session, so he's got the pace of the streets of Tokyo. Zoe also a big threat today in 3rd place. These guys are absolutely fighting tooth and nail, with Gaz in the mix now, up and into 4th place. Matteo slipping down into 5th, and there's some... No! Oban has dropped down from the lead. It looks like a barrier nudge. I was trying not to do replays because I've not got long. No, it just looks like it was an overtake on track, but Oban must have just slid out a little bit. Yeah, lost a bit of downforce in the corner, hit the barrier, and they all came through. So now Medium leading the race. We're 8.5 minutes in. What can Medium GT do? Zoe in 2nd place, looking good for Zoe from here. Gaz, winner of race 1, is there as well. Orgasmic Cry in 4th, Matteo in 5th, Oban in 6th. We've got Top Taffy again up there, 7th, with Jolet hitting the barrier in 8th. So did the Hornblower, had a little nudge with the barrier, and Mikey is 10th. He's closing in on those two now. Hornblower and Jolet could be in trouble from Mikey and Furball as well. Fiberman in 12th, with Pacemaker Boy in 13th. Stretchy is 14th. He's not enjoying Tokyo one bit. Now then, Furball and Jolet just ahead of the Hornblower. So Furball's got himself past Hornblower, and now he's looking at the Jolet. And it's hard to say now because Hornblower in there, Furball, Mikey, Jolet. I mean, Hornblower's got himself past. Oh, and so has Mikey. Furball was in there for a push, but has lost a couple of positions now, and Furball slips down and into 12th place. Gaz is leading, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, with Orgasmic Cry in 2nd, Medium GT slipping down into 3rd place, and Zoe slipping down into 4th. Matteo still in the fight in 5th, and Top Taffy is right in there as well, with Oban in 7th on his tail. This is crazy, but Gaz is pulling out a lead 10 minutes in 5 minutes to go in race 2, and Gaz leads again as we look at Oban and Top Taffy duke it out, but Zoe towing Top Taffy along, and he's helping him out. He's pulled away from Oban there. Great stuff from Top Taffy. Oh, but Oban's back again, once again, and Oban trying to get some damage done there, trying to get back up those positions. He had that barrier knock as he was losing the lead of the race and slipped down to about 6th, and he's got to do some rework on this race. It looked like it had a nice finish on it, but it's got a little graze. So now he has to do a bit of rework on this bad boy. Medium GT leads the race, ladies and gentlemen, with Matteo in second. So Gaz's reign did not last that long as Zoe comes through as well. 11 minutes on the clock. Can Medium GT get that win? Can Matteo take that pace from qualifying and turn it into a race win? And no, and Zoe, who has been a threat all along, get that win also. Everyone is queuing up for this win. Orgasmic Cry absolutely nailing it here at Tokyo, and Top Taffy has been knocking on the door of the top 6 all along, and now coming into play, ladies and gentlemen, Top Taffy moving up to 5th place ahead of Orgasmic Cry, and now Orgasmic Cry has to deal with the Oban. Matteo, ladies and gentlemen, is lead. Every time I come back to the lead, there's someone different, isn't there? Wow, I should just stay up here. I'm trying to cover a field of racers, not just what happens at the... Oh! And it looked like Zoe had a big meeting with Barrier, and that's helped a few through there. Orgasmic Cry as well. Top Taffy, Gaz moving up into 2nd place ahead of the Medium GT, and Matteo is trying to run away. We've still got 3 minutes of racing left here. 3 wide coming down the straight. Top Taffy, Medium GT. Top Taffy takes it up to 2nd place. The Game of Thrones livery working for him, ladies and gentlemen. It's making him lit. And Gaz then in 3rd, winner of race 1, does not want to give up the hope. The race 2 win is still in the offering, but Matteo trying to scamper away. He's trying to get away from that pack and take the win. Oban again having another meeting, and not with the barrier, it's with the wall in the tunnel. He likes the tunnel walls for some reason. And oh, Oban facing the wrong way. My good golly gosh, that has not gone well. Stretchy's parked it. He's at it. He's burnt out from Tokyo. Matteo might have it. Top Taffy is fighting off the Gaz. The Gaz, though, is an absolutely pro sim racer, and he's looking for the scalp, and Top Taffy clinging on, but the Gaz makes it through. Top Taffy looked like he had a touch with the wall, and that's let Orgasmic Cry and up and into a podium position. And now this championship's starting to seem really real, ladies and gentlemen. Every point may count. Every position, should I say, counts. So Orgasmic Cry then in 3rd. Zoe's got a 4-second penalty, and that's her cooked, I've got to say. Oh, that barrier there has claimed many a scalp, and we've just seen Hornblower have it hard in there and slip down to 11th. Jolay's got a 4-second penalty as well. Wow, they're handing out those penalties at the end, and Matteo leads from the Gaz. Orgasmic Cry in 3rd. Furball, where's Zoe gone? Zoe's dropping, even though she's not paid the penalty yet. Not good news. We're into the last minute, and that has to be it for Zoe. Mikey just has to wait for the penalty system to kick in. Matteo leads. Strong lead at the moment, ahead of the Gaz, with Orgasmic Cry in 3rd spot. Furball is in 4th, but Furball under attack from Top Taffy. Top Taffy is through, but Furball, where would Furball come from? Unbelievable stuff. Furball in 5th. Medium GT is in 6th, with Zoe still carrying that penalty, still fighting. Oh, here we go. Zoe having to pay an absolutely ridiculous penalty there, and dropping like an absolute brick. And I think someone else, Jolay, had another ridiculous penalty as well. It's the last lap though, and it's Matteo versus Gaz. And we're, around 40 seconds away, 30 seconds away from the flag. And can Matteo hold on from the Gaz? An orgasmic cry. Oh, he would love it if them two would hit each other. Doesn't condone that sort of racing, but in this, for instance, if it means he can come through and take the win, he condones it. Drive into each other, he says. Come on, pair of you. Barrier that bad boy. So Matteo then leads from the Gaz. The Gaz wanting a second win, but it's Matteo with his pace in qualifying takes the win. Gaz in second, Orgasmic Cry grabs a third. Top Taffy in fourth, absolutely awesome stuff. Mikey fifth, Pacemaker Boy in sixth, Fiberman in seventh, Oban in eighth. Fiberman in eighth, Oban in ninth. Furball in 10th, Zoe unfortunately in 11th with that penalty at the end there. Jolie also getting stung with the penalty in the Haas represented Copen. Medium GT, wow, finishing in 13th. That's a hard one to take for medium. And Stretchy, we think he parked it, but he come back out again, it looks like. What a nice shot. Why is he saying Hornblower's won? Did everyone get a penalty at the end? That's not right. No, it's... Oh, there we go. Hornblower finished in 12th, sorry. That was weird. Medium GT in 13th, Stretchy. Should have just left it like that, shouldn't I, Hornblower? That would have been awesome. You could have claimed the win. Said, yeah, no, I won. So I'm letting Stretchy cross the line just in case there is something wacky going on with the results. There you go, Stretchy. Right, yeah, 14th. So Matteo takes the win. Gaz in second, Orgasmic Cry. It rounds out your podium. Top Taffy. Absolutely getting those results today. Super stuff. Mikey in fifth as well. Great result for Mikey. Pacemaker as well in the top six. Fantastic. Fiberman in seventh. Oban down in eighth. We saw he had a spin. Furball in ninth. Zoe, we saw, got a penalty in 10th. Jolie also with a penalty in 11th. A Hornblower in 12th. Medium GT. We didn't see what befell Medium, but that was not a fun finishing result for him after leading the race. And Stretchy in 14th, who has just not quite connected with the track so far this race. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, the third and final race of the Tokyo event, round 2, is underway pretty soon, if I can get to it, and then I can read the chat. And, oh, God, I've just taken the microphone and put it in my face. That's just, oh, no, not that. That's the one. Oh, you heard that through that. I've got that quite loud as well. I think you're probably hearing an echo of me. Let me just turn myself down. Yeah, I only need it on just to make sure I don't start going, and the internet's dying on me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from that picture, it's looking like there's a light drizzle around Tokyo. One of those flash rain situations. So I'm sure we'll see them on the wet tyre for another reverse grid. Yeah, it's looking absolutely drizzly out there at the moment. So I need to get that up, and we'll do another grid, just a quick grid rundown. But we'll have a look at the chat. Here we go. Nifty saying, sounding great as always, Thingy. Thank you for the show. Need to go open the lobby for tonight's madness. We'll catch up with the rest of your show with a cold one tonight. Have a good evening. Well, have a good race, sir. Have a good race. Right then, Stretchy is there on pole. And what can he do on wet tyres? Medium GT. Hey, was it a fix? Was it on purpose? Is Medium GT thought, I want to start from the front, so I'm going to sacrifice race 2? No. I'll tell you why, because they get championship points nowadays, and it's just not worth it. Hornblower in third, and Hornblower, he held on for well over half a race, that last one. I think it was just a barrier that was his downfall, so let's hope Hornblower can keep it clean and stay with those leaders. Jolie. Hole, Jolie. Oh, is that Gunther on the back? Oh, I miss Gunther. Jolie in 4th place. Zoe in 5th. Got to watch out for those penalties, Zoe. Furball in 6th. He has absolutely landed, ladies and gentlemen. The debut on this channel, and I'm sure he's raced with the O.T.H before, but for his debut in the Copen Cup, Challenge Cup, he has done an absolute blinding job. Oban starting in 7th, Fiberman in 8th, Pacemaker in 9th, Mikey in 10th, Top Taffy starting in 11th, Orgasmic Cry 12th, Gaz 13th, Matteo, the winner from last race, starts in 14th, and we really will need maximum effort to get something out of this next race. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are 15 minutes away from the end of you having to listen to me, should I say. Shall we get started? Well, not in that camera angle. So I'm pretty sure they're all on wets. I had a quick look. No, I didn't. We'll see. And medium lightning off of the line. Absolutely nailed that one on the wet tyres, and Stretchy a little hesitant in the rain, and medium GT straight off to a great start with Stretchy slipping down into 2nd. Then we've got Hornblower having to fend off the Jolie, who's coming in. He's coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen, and he gets the position. Total confidence with those tyres, although they're under the tunnel here. Oh no, Jolie's gone for the softs. Yes, it's a strange track. Sometimes there's more of it out of the rain, so there's a couple gone with softs. Hornblower, Jolie, and that's it. They're the only 2 nutters so far. Yes, they're the only nutters. They're thinking under this bridge is where they're going to get most of their times. Hornblower and Jolie going for a radical tyre option. Very strange, because once they get outside, once they get into this bit, them cars ain't going to be right driving at all. Already Stretchy with a problem, but still holding on 3rd. Jolie's managed to get that car up into 2nd place, but he has to be absolutely tender with the steering inputs. Look, there you can see he's struggling. Back on the dry stuff though, and he finds a bit of grip, and then back on the wet stuff as he slides out. It's a tough race there for Jolie. He's not made this one easy for himself. Look, back out onto the barrier. How many is he going to lose? Orgasmic Cry already through. Jolie slipping down to 3rd. Gaz is up to 4th. Zoe is in 5th. Matteo 6th. Hornblower, he's doing the same thing with those tyres, and you can see he's picked up a bit of damage already. And Hornblower, they're back on the dry stuff, and he can run away from these guys back on the wet stuff. And it's that difficult when you go for a radical, you know, strategy. That's the word I was looking for. My brain went blank. 7th for Mikey, Fiberman in 8th, Matteo in 9th, Pacemaker in 10th, Oban in 11th, with Top Taffy in 12th, Furball in 13th. We've lost someone, I'm not sure who. Medium then ahead of Orgasmic Cry with the Gaz all over Zoe. No, Zoe, I think, just came through there. I think Gaz got one taken off him by the Zoe. How does it feel to be beaten by a girl? She's no girl. She's a lady. So Zoe then in 3rd place. Zoe, who took a knife and nosedive down the stairs and cracked her head open. Crazy girl. Dangerous Zoe. Gaz then all up and in their business. Oh, a barrier touch for Zoe, and Gaz, it's like taking candy from a baby. Just too easy for the Gaz as he slips on by. And Orgasmic Cry as well. Looked like he was standing still on the start straight, and well, no, on one of the straights anyway. And Zoe's closed right up to Orgasmic Cry. Orgasmic Cry having an issue. Medium GT is trying to make hay while the sun doesn't shine. He's trying to get on with it and move on. Oh, we didn't keep track of the soft boys, but it's not working out, is it? Jolie now down in 12th. The idea was good. The idea, no, well, yeah, I'm not sure. I did think myself once when I put on a race with the Subarus, the little WRX Subarus, they gave you the bloke who flies the helicopter, McRae, is Subaru. Well, he doesn't drive an helicopter anymore. But yeah, when they gave you their Subarus in the update, we did a race at Tokyo, and I noticed a lot of it is undercover, and thought, would it be sensible to try a dry tyre? And well, Jolet and Hornblower at the moment proving that it's not that adaptable. That strategy is only good for a short part of the track. Matteo then in third. Gaz, we're missing all the action up here, talking about tyres. What am I doing? Who do I think I am? Orgasmic Cry in fifth, Mikey in sixth, Fiberman in seventh, and oh, Top Taffy racing with Oban, and there's tears, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure. Oban with damage, Top Taffy without damage. He's harder than you, Oban. Jolet then, he's trying to salvage something out of this race, and it's been a tough one on those sports softs. I mean, there's better grip with the sports softs, I believe, than there is with the obviously racing softs. So I think there is tread on those sports tyres, so there will be some grip for him. But the problem is, look, he's just no grip coming into some of the important corners. Oban then in 10th with Top Taffy, coming up to Pacemaker and Fiberman. Top Taffy, he's had some good results this event, and he's looking for another, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all there. Fiberman, Oban. No, Top Taffy has moved ahead of them up into 7th place, and it looks like Pacemaker Boy has got a wild Copen underneath him, and Top Taffy, but he's held position. I know, what's going on here? Fiberman. Oh, Fiberman having a bit of a knock. Furball's further back, and it's Fiberman, Pacemaker. Oban sneaks one in. Look, Oban jumped 2 positions there under all of that cray-cray. Top Taffy in 7th. Mikey doing a stand-up job in 6th place. He's on his own. He's not around people. It's Zoe that's closing in on Orgasmic Cry, Matteo, Gaz, and Medium GT. What a tease for the Medium GT. How close to the wins does he have to get? Well, nowhere. He was nowhere in round 2, sorry. And he was only 3rd in race 1, not to break your evening. But Medium GT has been an absolute threat for the win in all 3 races so far, as has Gaz and Matteo. Orgasmic Cry has been thereabouts with Zoe and Oban. Anyone, ladies and gentlemen, can take this win. Orgasmic Cry up and into 2nd place as Gaz in 3rd, and it's Matteo who's on the descent down to 6th now for Matteo. He must have had a knock with something. Oban closing in. He's got himself up ahead of Top Taffy, and Pacemaker Boy in 9th, Fiberman in 10th, Furball in 11th, Jolet and Hornblower both at the back with those soft tyres. It was worth a punt, I think. Yeah, come on. If people didn't try something new, it would be dull, but it hasn't worked, unfortunately. Medium GT, Gaz, Matteo, look at the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. They are queuing up to take a slice out of each other, and it's a scary barrier area that they're going into in a group. They need to be supervised. Zoe then in 7th with Top Taffy in 8th. And Oban making his way up. Mikey as well in the top 5. Orgasmic Cry in 4th. Gaz is under attack from Orgasmic Cry in the braking area. And there goes Orgasmic Cry up to 3rd. Can Gaz get it back in the braking zone? No, sir-ree. Orgasmic Cry on a rush and a push, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo in 2nd place as Medium GT tries as he might for the 3rd time this round to take a chuffing win. What does he have to do? Kill a goat and give blood? What? Matteo in 2nd with Orgasmic Cry, and it's all coming apart now for Medium GT as Matteo there finds his way right up to Medium GT, and Medium GT has to super defend in the rain, and it looks like the rain has saved him as Gaz as well makes a lunge past Matteo and Zoe. What a move. And Gaz here to ruin his day. He ruined his day in race 1. Can he do it again? And Medium GT under threat absolutely being pushed along by the Gaz. Gaz looking one way, looking another way. He wants the spot, ladies and gentlemen. There's nearly 9 minutes on the clock. We've still got plenty of racing here, and Medium GT at the moment leads from Gaz, but Gaz has given him, he's made it like one car. It's like it's something they've made on Top Gear. Gaz is steering and Medium's on the accelerator. But Matteo then, he's there as well. I can see, oh, Gaz has dropped back off. Gaz has dropped back off in a camera. That's how quick it changes. Just changing from one camera to another. And Gaz has had a rub with a barrier or a wall there, and Matteo has found a way to get through his defences. Zoe is fourth at the moment. Can she be the secret assassin here? Can she get a win? Just staying under the surface, bubbling. Oban now is in the fight. Oban, he's fought his way through the field with great courage, and now he is back, looming large in the top 5. Unbelievable. Top Taffy, 6th, with Pacemaker Boy in 7th. Pacemaker Boy's racing has been spectacular this round. It has to be said. Come on. Mikey in 8th. He has had an event as well. Look at him. Furball, Orgasmic Cry down there in 10th. Fiberman in 11th. Joe Lay is 12th, but he went for a radical strategy, as did the Hornblower, so they don't feature. Medium GT leads from Matteo. 3 wide with Zoe, Oban and Gaz behind. Oh, a bit of contact there between the Oban and the Zoe. Oban stays ahead. He stays ahead, and Zoe feeling aggrieved from the contact, I imagine, with Gaz all up and in her business. A little gap to Top Taffy, who's got his own issues at the moment, with a Pacemaker, Orgasmic and Furball lining up to have a slice of the Taff. And Pacemaker Boy has had a slice. He's gone through. Thank you very much. Zoe, oh my word, Zoe looks wild. Wild there. Oh my God, Zoe has gone into the pits. My good golly and gosh. That, oh, with the 4-second penalty, could it get any worse for Zoe? Oban, she wants to just lock herself in a panic room for a little while. What with flying down the stairs and the bloody 4-second penalty and the pit stop, she's a danger to herself. Matteo then leads on Gaz. 2nd, Medium GT is in 3rd. This is still on, ladies and gentlemen. The fight is still on. Medium's lost the lead. Gaz wants another win, Matteo wants another win, and Medium just wants the bloody win, won't you? Give it to him. Oban in 4th, Pacemaker in 5th, Furball back up again and fighting the good fight there in 6th place with Orgasmic Cry in 7th. Top Taffy slipping down and into 8th place. Crazy racing here today, ladies and gentlemen, with Mikey. He's also slipped down into 9th, Fiberman in 10th, Hornblower in 11th. Jolet, oh, Jolet has dropped behind the Hornblower. These two on a radical strategy. Zoe stays with the wets just to drive through. It's just a joker lap. And that's all. Nothing to see here. And Zoe then, she'll be getting maximum boost. She'll at least get a fastest lap in this race. What we got? We got 30. We're into minute 12. Yeah, she can have fun at the back. She'll get maximum boost, maximum grip. She can smash out a few real fastest laps. Meanwhile, the battle at the top, Matteo, Medium and Gaz glued together. I'm sticking with you 'cause I'm made out of glue. Anything that you can do, I'm gonna do too. So Matteo, Medium, Gaz, all in it, ladies and gentlemen. Oban's lining himself up. He's rocked up to the back of him. He says, what you got, boys? This is how we do it in Norway. We love the rain. We live in the rain. We live for the rain. We race boats, ladies and gentlemen. So Oban trying to show him that Nordic style. With Orgasmic in 5th, Pacemaker dropping. Top Taffy and Pacemaker have duked it out for the whole race, and they are still going. There is still fight in these old dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey and Top Taffy, Pacemaker boy, duking it out for that 5th, 6th and 7th place. Top Taffy slipping down into 8th now though, and he's getting annoyed. He'll be getting annoyed by Fiberman and Furball if he is not careful. Medium GT, ladies and gentlemen, is back in the lead of this race. Can he do it? Matteo in 2nd, Gaz in 3rd. Orgasmic Cry is in 4th place, with Oban in 5th. Top Taffy 6th. Pacemaker in 7th, Fiberman 8th, Furball 9th, Mikey 10th. Zoe's already up to 11th, past the soft running Jolette and Hornblower. But the all eyes on the win is between Medium, Matteo and Gaz. With Orgasmic Cry, I'll give you outside odds. You can put some money on him, but I'm not giving you good odds for him. So Orgasmic Cry moving up past Gaz into 3rd, and Oban also doing similar. So Gaz slipping down into 5th. That barrier is a real killer for these guys. Top Taffy back up ahead of Pacemaker and Fiberman. What an absolute battle royale they're having. Zoe, Furball's decided to do the pit stop thing as well. Like Zoe, he thought, wow, Zoe, look at the space she's got. She's already up to the field getting purples, and they want to do what Zoe can do. The 15-minute mark is up, ladies and gentlemen, and they've crossed the line. Everyone crossed the line. That was tight though. Furball might not cross the line. He has he? No, Furball and Hornblower finishing the race. So Medium GT, Matteo and Orgasmic Cry, Oban and Gaz, the top 5. This is who the fight is out of. Top Taffy in 6th. And who's this? It's Zoe in 8th place after a miraculous recovery from a pit stop, getting maximum boost. Has she come through with the best strategy there? Unbelievable stuff from Zoe. Oban tastes the wall and Zoe's wrath at the same time. And Zoe just flying. Where is she now? Up to 5th. Past Orgasmic Cry. Medium GT's lost the lead. It's Gaz again, ladies and gentlemen. Gaz looks like he's going to try and line it up for his 2nd win, but Matteo's there, and they're both sliding with Gaz there in 3rd place. But Zoe's made herself up to 4th, and I'm pretty sure she's still getting that boost. Even in 4th place, she seems to have an advantage. A super boost. She's charged that thing up. She's been through the pits. They've given it a mega charge, and now she is up and into 3rd spot. Matteo, can he take his 2nd win? Medium GT just wants a blooming win, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming round now. Matteo leads from Medium GT. Gaz in 3rd place. Who will cross the line? Top Taffy in 4th. Orgasmic Cry and Zoe in 6th. And it's Matteo. Matteo takes the... What the hell? Wow, they gave you no time whatsoever. Luckily, they give you the results at the side. Unbelievable. That cut off really early. I wonder if I've got no memory on my... No, because this is just a download. That was odd, ladies and gents. As soon as he crossed the line. So anyway, let's have a look then at the results. Matteo took the one. Medium GT, Gaz, Top Taffy, Top Taffy in 4th. Orgasmic Cry in 5th. Zoe got 6th. Give me a sec. Fiberman got 7th. Pacemaker Boy got 8th. Oban, piss off. Oban got 9th. No. That's Mikey's car. Got, I've lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mikey in 10th. Jolie in 11th. Furball in 12th, Hornblower in 13th, Stretchy in 14th, but I think he did not finish. Wow, that was really bizarre. That's never happened to me before. Honestly, darling, I'm so sorry. You know, I never finished that abruptly before, so quickly. How embarrassing. That's so bizarre. I still can't get over it. That was weird. I'm going to watch that replay when I'm not streaming, just to see if the same thing happens. And Rob in the chat saying, good evening, sir. How are you doing? I am doing super. Thanks for asking. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 races done for round 2. They are racing again this evening, as we have heard, at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway Racecourse Roundabout, whatever its official name is. So, Blue Moon Speedway, I think that's it. So they're racing, so I will get that replay to you. Also in the pipeline, well, we'll be going live in around about 30 minutes again for the World Racing Community's second round of their ETCCC, and I've still got the UTCC replays to get done, which I'm hoping to bring to you Saturday morning if I can. I am apologising about my slippage from getting things done, but like I said, it's been some manic weeks. Don't want to say I've had health issues, because that sounds wrong, but I had a little dicky back, which put me out of action for a few days. And, you know, Mother's Day, Father's bloody birthday, bloody life in general, just gets in the way. I'd rather just be sitting here shouting at you lot, but the way it happens is I have to squeeze them in, and they will get squeezed in. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.